Hi guys, this movie is about uh, the second question of the review exam 1 on line intersections. So we're going to find the intersection between the line through negative 6, 9, that's this point, and negative 2, 5, that's that point, and the line with formula 2x minus 6, graphically and algebraically. I'm going to do graphically first because I like to do that. Now, the first part is like question 1. We're going to find the slope and we're going to find the slope of the line, and then we're going to draw the line. Because graphically, it's just a matter of drawing the line. So to do that, I'm going to make a corner point right here. And we're going to go from this point down. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. So delta y equals minus 4. And this is 1, go from here to here. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. So delta x equals positive. So this is all part of solving it graphically. Delta x is positive 4. So delta y over delta x equals minus 4 over 4 equals minus 1. So if we go over 1, we go down 1. Over 1, down 1, over 1, down 1, and it leads us from one point to the other. If it didn't, we made a mistake. And we can keep going. We don't know where the intersection is going to be, so I'm just going to keep going and drop down all the points, over 1, down 1, over 1, down 1, over 1, down 1, and maybe go left 1, up 1, and I'm going to draw the line through all of this mess, and it's going to be pretty much a line, even though I'm drawing on glass. So, now the other thing is the y equals 2x minus 6. Now, minus 6, okay, let me just underline that. Minus 6 tells us our first point, the intercept on the y-axis. So I'm going to go down to y equals minus 6 and drop a point there. Now, it's going to be, the slope is 2. So now if I went left 1, I'd go down to minus 8, but that's not interesting. That doesn't take us towards the intersection. The intersection means going towards this line, finding where the two lines meet. So I'm going to go over 1, up 2, over 1, up 2, over 1, up 2, and there is going to be the intersection. To get a nice line, I will keep going, and this is the line. So this line is y equals 2x minus 6. And now the answer has two coordinates, an x and a y. The x is 3, and the y is 0. And that's the solution to finding the intersection between these two lines graphically. Now let's do the algebra, and it should lead me to the same place. So, first of all, I'm going to find the formula for the line through negative 6, 9 and negative 2, 5. So I start with the slope algebraically, and I don't write the slope formula down again because we've just seen it in question 1. So I'm just going to write down it is y2, which is 5, minus y1, which is 9. Okay, those are y2, y1. And we're going to divide that by x2, which is minus 2, minus x1, which is negative 6. And I just plug that into my calculator, and that gives me negative 1 is the slope for this line. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to figure out the y-intercept. I'm going to take the first point again. I'm going to get 9, which is the y value. So I'll break that down on y equals slope times x plus intercept. So 9 equals minus 1, that's our new slope, times minus 6 plus intercept. Minus 1 times minus 6 is 6. So we get 9 equals 6 plus intercept. We'll subtract 6 from both sides. And that will give us 3 is the intercept. So our formula will be y equals minus 1x plus 3. Now, since to do this math, if we made a mistake here with this line, our answer is not going to be right. I'm going to check my work by plugging in -2 and seeing if I get 5. So I'm going to use the other point. We get -1 times -2 plus 3, and that does equal 5. So the whole thing checks. Now I've got the formula. I'm not done yet. I got to find the intersection point. So what I'm going to do is take my two formulas and set them equal to each other. So it's going to be, the answer will be the x, where 2x plus 6, the x value of the answer will be the x, where 2x plus 6 equals minus 1x plus 3. That is, the y of this line will equal the y of that line when that's what this formula is. The y of this line equals 2x plus 6. The y of this line equals minus x plus 3. And so what x makes the two y's equal, right? So we're finding this point, the x value of that point, that is. So what I'm going to do is add x to both sides. So on this place, the x will cancel. So this becomes 3x plus 6 equals 3. Now, the next step is to subtract okay. Oh, but this is wrong. It's 2x. I got to copy the formula right. 2x minus 6. So, all right, let's grab that. Okay. Well, let's see what would have happened if I did this wrong. 2x plus 6. I'd subtract 6 from both sides. And I'd get 3x equals minus 3. And x equals minus 1. Okay. So I already know that can't be because I got graphically, unless I made a mistake graphically, which can happen. But let's see what happens when I continue this algebra. Right, now to get the y value, I plug in 2 into one of the formulas, 2 times minus 1 plus 6, and that gives me 4. So my point becomes minus 1, comma 4. And if I got this right, I can plug minus 1 into the other formula, times minus 1 plus 3. And as you see, this is right also. But it's different from this answer. So the question is, what did I do wrong? And the answer is I copied the formula wrong. I solved a perfectly good problem, but not the problem in the exercise. So I know I got two different answers. I did it wrong. This checks, but it is wrong because I put the wrong thing there. So what I'm going to have to do is undo. So this whole thing, undo this whole thing. And I'm going to start over. Okay. And I'm going to just put that. Oh, that didn't work. Okay, so I'm going to just go like that. And then I'm going to do this whole thing over with the correct algebra. So I'm going to do this a little faster because I want to spend hours on this thing. Wait a second. Okay, so we'll do 2x minus 6 equals minus 1x plus 3. This time, I'll add x to both sides again, same math here. We get 3x minus 6 equals 3. And then we add 6 to both sides to cancel the minus 6. And we get 3x equals 9. We divide each side by 3. We'll get x equals 1, which is x equals 3, which is the number we got here. So this gives me 3, like this. Then I'll plug 3 into the first equation. 2 times 3 minus 6 equals 0. Now plug 3 into the second equation. Minus 1 times 3 plus 3 also equals 0. So 3, 0 is my answer. And in this case, it's the same as I got graphically, and it checks that way. And so that's how I do problem 2 for